To build anything that truly lasts, it takes time.
Minister Kiran Rijiju along with Arunachal Chief Minister in attendance. The Prime Minister has also extended greetings to the Tibetan spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, on the 90th birthday. He took to social media and he said, and I quote, "I join 1.4 billion Indians in extending warmest wishes to His Holiness the Dalai Lama on his 90th birthday." In fact, Rijiju, who is currently gracing the event, has also called Dalai Lama a living bridge between ancient wisdom and the modern world.
Your Holiness, you are more than a spiritual leader. You are a living bridge between ancient wisdom and the modern world. For over 7 decades, you have carried the light of Buddha's teachings with humility and clarity, guiding not only followers of Tibetan Buddhism, but people of all faith and backgrounds towards a more compassionate and ethical way of life. In a world strife with conflict, your message, embodied in how you continue to lead your life, assume even greater and more urgent significance. It is a matter of pride and honor for India and Indians to have you in our midst.
यह नालंदा परंपरा पर आधारित प्राचीन भारतीय और तिब्बती ज्ञान को संरक्षित करने और बढ़ावा देने के उद्देश्य से एक मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी इंस्टीट्यूशन होगा। यह दुनिया भर के लोगों को न केवल आपके पवित्र दर्शन और दृष्टि का अध्ययन करने का अवसर प्रदान करेगा, बल्कि नालंदा परंपरा में निहित आपकी जीवन भर की प्रतिबद्धताओं से प्रेरित भी होते रहेंगे। परम पावन, मैं पुनः आपकी लंबी आयु, स्वस्थ और खुशहाल जीवन की कामना करता हूं। आपका संदेश इस दुनिया में गूंजता रहे और असंतोष व संघर्ष से ग्रस्त देशों और लोगों में शांति लाए।
Well, viewers, the Dalai Lama isn't just a spiritual leader. He's the symbolic head of the Tibetan struggle and the global face of Buddhist peace. A Nobel laureate who has been living in exile in India since 1959. The current Dalai Lama, the 14th in his lineage, is 90 years old today. And the world is now looking to the future. Who will succeed him? Remember, the Dalai Lama has made it clear that he plans to live for 30 to 40 years more. But with the conversation around succession, the focus is on the norms of the succession. In Tibetan Buddhism, succession is not appointed. It is believed to be a rebirth or reincarnation, which means that the next Dalai Lama is going to be identified through spiritual signs, rituals and processes that are conducted by the Dalai Lama's own trust, which is called the Gedan Phodrang. Now, listen in to Dalai Lama when he spoke exclusively to Times Now consulting editor Shinjoy Chaudhary. This was back previously when he had spoken about what it means. In fact, he also spoke about peace. Listen in.
More than any international leader today, there is perhaps nobody who understands China than you, because you've dealt with China for what, 50 years. But you find that China has been increasingly aggressive towards you and also towards India in these last few years. Why is that? What is this aggression all about?
if we use common sense, then no proper answer. So I think those short-sighted hardliner, I think they have some explanation. Otherwise, you will say, oh. Now, for example, they want stability, unity, but they too much use method to create fear. So fear and trust cannot go together. So without trust, how can develop harmony and peace, stability? So sometimes it's difficult. They are, as I mentioned earlier, it's very short-sighted. And they believe, some of these hardliner, not Chinese people. Chinese people, as a people, long history, cultured people. But you see, some of these hardliner, it's very short-sighted. And then I feel the German was one expression. Power comes from barrel of gun. Itself, you see, they too much sort of believe power, gun.
Your Holiness, this is something you've said before. You said that you were going to be the last Dalai Lama. But sometimes you've said that the next Dalai Lama could be born in India, in China, anywhere in the world. What is your current position on the succession? Because the Chinese could play with this.
It seems the Chinese government more serious concern about Dalai Lama's reincarnation than me. I have not much concern. I think soon, I think maybe this year, you see, we may start some sort of preparation for meeting about the regarding Dalai Lama institution in future. As early as '69, one of my official statement, I stated the very institution of Dalai Lama should continue or not up to Tibetan people. So that I truly believe. And then also I think in 90s where I think 900 around I think 90s we also, you see, make one formal statement after sort of gathering with spiritual leaders among Tibetan as a different group, different sort of spiritual tradition. Then you see, we decided when Dalai Lama's age reached around 90, then the final sort of decision, the very institute of Dalai Lama, like that. So we may start some sort of work for preparation that.